construction, huh?
Hold for cement truck. Hold for cement truck. Applause, applause, applause.
Welcome to Against His Will with Noah Gardenswartz, the reluctant, and Esther Steinberg, the person who did all the work.
Oh, I thought you were going to go Esther Steinberg, the very willing. But yes, episode 2. She got me back. We're doing it again.
Yay. How are you, Noah?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. Learning something new every time about podcasting. Episode 1, I learned not to breathe into the mic. In watching episode 1, I've learned for episode 2 to sit forward on the pillow so it doesn't look like I have the juiciest tits in the world for the entire episode.
How do I sit? Back like this?
You sit back, you want the tits. I'll sit forward, I don't want the tits. But yeah, I had more fun than I expected for episode 1, and we'll see how episode two goes. But
You're feeling good?
I'm feeling okay. I think I got a little cold from traveling. I went home for literally 5 hours. I went back to Denver to check out the theater where I'll be shooting my special in April. So I flew in for the afternoon to meet the director. And I have to say, if you're going to go home, 5 hours is the great time frame to do it. I got to have lunch with my sister, did what I needed to do, and then got out of there. But in that 5 hours, my dad gave me a ride to the airport, which was enough time for him to ask me how work is going. And I had to say, no different than when you asked me how work was going yesterday. It's like boomers are pre-programmed to be like, did you make money today? Did you make money today?
Boomers are going to boom. Well, there's the did you make money? And also, as my mom likes to say, dates are not calorie free, or like anything has calories. Or like I did a video where I was eating a bagel and my mom's comment was, should be enjoyed with moderation, which was her way of saying that bagel has a lot of calories, you fat pig.
But she said should be enjoyed in moderation with 3 hearts to let you know that it's coming from a place of love.
Coming from a place of love. Did you make money? Coming from a place of love. Where's your money? That has calories.
Yes. The
what
constant,
do we say? Boomers are gonna boom.
Boomers are gonna boom. The constant pestering to make sure your work is going okay and that you're eating okay does come from a place of love. But boy, oh boy, does it make me want to pull my hair out.
The bagel, I went to the child's classroom to read books, and I very quickly, I had 30 minutes to kill. So I went to Einstein's Bagel. So I posted, wow, humiliated that I love Einstein Bagels so much and me eating a bagel. Innocent post. And I was acknowledging that Einstein Bagels is a gross take on bagels.
I mean, at first you went Einstein's Bagel, then Einstein Bagels, and I think it's actually Einstein's Bagels. You've said it 2 or 3 times and haven't said it correctly once.
I'm a boomer. The Einstein's Bagels. So I'm eating.
No, that's what it is. Einstein's Bagels.
Oh, I got it right.
I think.
As I'm trying to get it wrong, I get it right.
I'm going to Google it. Well, you keep telling your story. I'm going to
Okay, the story is this. I have never gotten so much polarizing information from people. Everyone had a comment. It was my most viewed, most commented social media post of all time. A story that said, humiliated to admit how much I like Einstein's Bagels.
I have the word. It's actually Einstein Brothers Bagels.
Whatever.
So,
people know it as Einstein's
people
Bagels.
call it, no, I think when people call it for short, they just go Einstein's. But anyway,
the point
already
is
way too much time spent on Einstein's. But the point is,
holy moly. People are like, that place is great. Those sandwiches are amazing. Yes, yes, Einstein. Or you should be ashamed of yourself. This is despicable. We're pulling your Jew card. How dare you? You are filth. And I'm like, whoa. I had no idea the kind of content that I was creating was so controversial in 2026. I'm sorry, I'm garbage. It was the one that was closest. It's about convenience. And also, it was good.
it is good. I like Einstein Brothers Bagels. I have been staying away from bagels in the cruelest twist of irony. I have no problem talking about it. I started taking testosterone injections. I had my 42-year-old checkup. The doctor said I'm in the normal range, but I'm on the low end of normal for testosterone. It's only a matter of time before I have low T. So he
I'm
said...
sorry. I just don't want to hear about men's hormonal issues.
Oh, no? You know how many videos you sent me about the luteal phase, whatever the hell that is? You can sit and listen to this for a second. So anyway, I started taking these testosterone injections, which the doctor told me was also going to help with weight loss. And I've literally been working out harder than ever, eating better than ever. No bagels.
Are you sure he was
trying
just
to watch my carbs.
mispronouncing Ozempic?
No. It's just testosterone injections. I'm not doing the GLP ones. But the worst part is, even though it ultimately helps with weight loss, for the first 4 to 8 weeks, it creates weight gain with like water retention. So I'm actually eating right and working out and have never been or felt fatter, which is a giant kick in the nuts.
Well, you have done something that I find amazing. Well, you're cutting out certain food, and I'm very proud of you. And the kids call you names, and I defend you.
Yes, when my kids go, why is your belly so big? She's like, hey, he's going through a hormonal change, as if a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. And then it just leads to, what's a hormone? And then it's just an entire set of questions about daddy's big fat belly at 6 a.m. that I want no part of in any direction.
And also, what's a hormone is an impossible question to answer, but I think I did a good job. I said it's the part of your body that communicates with the other parts of your body.
Oh, I checked out of that conversation mentally. While you were talking to the children about the hormones that are leading to daddy's big fat belly at 6 a.m., I had the 1,000-yard stare of a man that was over it.
And then I made them say, Daddy, we're proud of you for being healthy. But you are also doing something brand new, which is the sauna, which you've entered a world of bro that
Yes.
I've never seen before.
I am a sauna bro now. I get my 15 to 20 minutes of sauna in every day.
I feel like it might be not real. Like, is sauna helping? Is it not helping? Or did like some wood company convince everybody that saunas are great and it's a lie?
Big Wood is behind the sauna craze. But wait,
This is my conspiracy theory.
You're so tapped into health trends and healthy living. You truly don't feel better after a sauna?
Well, no, I feel very hot and uncomfortable after a sauna, and I have to suffer through the smell of feet, other people's feet. I also have a sauna blanket, and so I kind of prefer the sauna blanket, but I'm there for pictures.
No, we didn't even. You asked me to take a picture of you in the sauna. It's me, 14 other sweaty men, and my hot wife in a bikini. And she's like, will you take a picture? I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? No, I'm not doing a photo shoot of you in the sauna right now.
So I can be like, bros, this is the way of life, bros. Right, 90-year-old Asian man? He was good. He was good. He was going through some stuff. They're all breathing through it. A 90-year-old
Asian man doing anything I want in.
Yeah.
He's got answers. He's got keys to longevity.
That is true.
If you see a 90-year-old Asian man in a sauna, whatever else he's doing after the sauna, I want to know and I want to replicate it.
Well, I will say a lot of girls are like, I don't know where to meet a guy. And they're at the nail salon. Where are all the men? And they go to Pilates. Go to the sauna. You want to meet a guy? You want to meet a guy that cares about his health or doesn't? Then don't touch my husband. Go to a sauna. They are all there. They're so schwitzy. They are not open to taking pictures of you.
But I will say, even creepy of creep guys probably know better than to hit on a woman in the sauna. I think your original take of, you used to say, if you want to meet guys, go to Chipotle. If you want to know where the guys are, they're eating burritos.
They're also in line for the food truck for a fried chicken sandwich.
I think that's legitimately good advice. If you really want to meet a guy, go where guys eat.
Yeah, but if you're a guy, don't go to yoga to meet a girl. Stand right outside of yoga and pretend you're meditating. Be like, I'm here for the next class. That would be great. Like, I don't want you behind me for an hour if I was single. But if you're like, I'm really in the zone meditating with my mandala beads, I'd be like, oh, that's so cool. What's your name?
So
Do you have a job?
If you take anything from this podcast, fellas, if you want to meet a lady, stalk her outside of a yoga class. Ladies, if you want to meet a guy, hang around a Chipotle or a sauna.
Both really good ways to meet people that aren't the internet where everyone meets each other.
Now, I do have to confess something that's weighing on my heart. I don't know if people could tell. I got a haircut before the pod. I have been unfaithful.
You look amazing.
Thank you. I have been unfaithful to my barber, and I don't feel good about it. I am cheating on my barber. I found a new barber without letting the old barber know.
Why didn't you just tell the old barber the things that you wanted him to fix? Why couldn't you just explain to your old barber?
Every time I'm going through it in my mind, all the lines or excuses are literally out of someone who's cheating on their significant other. I'm like, I don't want to post on social media in case he sees it. I feel bad telling him that I found someone else that I'm happier with. I feel bad by the fact that he's a great guy and did nothing wrong. I just needed a change.
It's you, not him.
It is me. It is me. Well, I mean,
I did a pretty good job barbering you during the 2020 COVID pandemic.
You were an atrocious barber.
No, I also did a mustache and started asking him about the game.
You were a funny barber character. When I needed a lineup during COVID when everything was closed, she would draw a goatee and do like a New York Puerto Rican accent and start talking to me about UFC and sports, and it was funny. But you were so bad at lining me up. I literally had to draw the shape of a head with like a neck and then diagram on there what my hairline should look like on the neck.
Which was like the bottom of a hexagon. You want like the bottom of a stop.
It was like diagonal on each side with a straight line across, which you were really struggling
and
with.
Everyone's like, no one needs geometry when you grow up. Yeah, if you're married to a bro, you're gonna need geometry. I needed a ruler and a protractor to do your barber work.
But let me ask you this. Like, if you were not necessarily unhappy with the haircuts you were getting from your stylist, but you just wanted to see what else was out there, would you break up?
Leave. Oh, and I guess I'm panicking. I cannot help but be a white woman. I cannot help it. And as a woman who ages, I am having a birthday. I made an appointment to get Botox, and I just wanted to see what she would say. No? She said that men don't know.
Sure. I am certainly not an authority or an expert on Botox, but I am so opposed to you doing Botox based on the fact that A, I truly don't think you need it. At least in this blind man's opinion, I think you look great. And B, it's something that once you start, you're going to have to keep on doing it. Like you have to keep on going, right? You can't just do Botox.
No, you can quit. You can quit all you want. But it's preventative. It's just like you freeze all the muscles in your face so you can not do this or this, and then your skin looks young.
Women overdo it with Botox and ultimately end up looking worse as Botox freaks than they ever did before with natural wrinkles or lines.
Yes. And like if you wear fake eyelashes a lot and then you take the fake eyelashes off, then you look in the mirror and you feel bald and ugly. That's why you don't get fake eyelashes, so that you're,
I don't like fake eyelashes. I don't want you doing Botox. I love you just the way you are. Is that so wrong?
What about like clown lips?
No, I don't want you to do your lip injections either for the same reason of Botox. It's maintenance. Once you do it, you have to keep on doing it, and then you're either going to go too far or it's going to become the norm, and when you stop doing it, it's going to look really weird.
I guess I just need to go and be like Kate Winslet and be like, I am aging gracefully because it is just part of being a role model and showing that a skin wrinkles, even though she's famous for having wrinkles. And that's...
How do you feel about that Kate Winslet impression? Are you proud of that British accent?
No, I'm not. It was more Peppa Pig than anything, but you know, you got to get it in.
What's your best accent?
I do an Australian accent that everyone says is actually New Zealand.
Okay. So your best accent is New Zealand, is Kiwi while attempting to be Australian.
Yes, and my Jamaican sounds Irish.
Yeah,
we don't know what's happening.
Most people's Jamaican ends up veering Irish. Speaking of Jamaican, I thought it was very funny cleaning up the kitchen before the pod. You just had a playlist and Sean Paul's Shake That Thing came on, and it was through.
Is it Get Busy?
No, it's called Shake That Thing. Wow. That's the song. But at one point in the lyrics, you go, did he just say Kids Buffet?
I'm positive it was Kids Buffet.
He definitely didn't say Kids Buffet. And she goes, then what did he say? I'm like, I don't know what the lyrics are, but it's not Kids Buffet. And she goes, then what are the lyrics? I'm like, nobody knows the lyrics. Even Sean Paul doesn't know the lyric to a Sean Paul song. But I am
Kids Buffet.
It wasn't.
It's okay, get it on. And a Kids Buffet, and a Kids Buffet.
I'm a flame, girl, I call my name, and it is my fame.
Okay, my Comics Unleashed is coming out. My Comics Unleashed episode.
Applause, applause, applause.
Which was so fun. Byron Allen, a comedian turned rich person.
Comedian turned, he's above rich person. He is mogul. He is a billionaire, owns multiple businesses, owns the Weather Channel, mogul.
Okay.
But he brought back Comics Unleashed.
Truly incredible man. My favorite part of working with him. he had some great stories, and he would say applause, applause, applause for the audience to applause, which was great. I'm like, I need to create this world for myself. I
Yes.
love this.
Now, as an inside joke around the house, when we say things and the other person doesn't respond, we just go applause, 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 applause.
Instead of crickets, it's applause, applause, applause. And anyways, that's going to be on March 17th. And then I'm also going to Austin, Texas, which I haven't been in a while. And I feel like when I went, there was not a lot of comedy. And now I'm coming back, and it is a comedy town. Oh boy, oh boy. And I'll be at a place called the Sunset Strip, which is so misleading because it sounds like it's in LA.
And what are you doing there? Who are you shooting for?
I'm doing it for a tech company called OnlyFans, and I will be performing comedy. I mean, good for OnlyFans for paying comedians to do a comedy special.
Absolutely.
What a concept.
I am thrilled that you're doing this
Applause,
special.
applause, applause.
And because you're doing this special for OnlyFans, they make you create an OnlyFans page, right?
Yes, they want you as part of the special. They want you to have a page at onlyfans.com, which you can now follow me, Esther, for you.
YOU.
Yeah.
Not for you. Mm-hmm. ESTER, the number 4, YOU.
Yes.
And I love it. I love that the page, OnlyFans obviously has an automatic connection with pornographic or borderline pornographic content, but you as a comedian are allowed to do anything as safe as you want on your page. You're certainly not shooting videos, but I love, like the other day you did a video where you were telling jokes in a bikini by the pool. It was a bikini that you could wear to any pool
Jokes
in America full of children. Jokes by the pool
Your
in a bikini.
criticism, though, you were like, let this be a better joke. And I was like, no, it's a...
Yeah, my problem was not that you're doing something in a bathing suit on OnlyFans. Is that I thought it was a subpar joke, if I'm being
People are like, how
honest.
does your husband feel about you telling jokes in a bikini? I'm like, well, he thinks I could be better at the punch up and get it a little cleaner.
My problem is always going to be comedy based. I have no problem with you taking agency of your beautiful looks. As I've said, once you ask me, is it okay if I have this OnlyFans page and I'm just doing like jokes by the pool in bikini? I said, use that money to build a pool at our house and let's fill it with the tears of the cucks that are paying you for your OnlyFans content. I'm all for it. But if you're going to do jokes by the pool, make them good jokes.
As if people, and then I released the idea of I am going to be on OnlyFans. I will be doing stuff, trying on stuff on the fitting room, which I love doing. And then jokes by the pool. And I said jamming with the guitar. Someone posted or asked, they're like, wait, you play guitar? And to that person, shout out. I love that someone saw past all of the jibber jabber of OnlyFans to get to the real juicy moment of, yes, I'm going to force myself to play the guitar and jam. And I don't have a problem jamming, and I like jamming. You don't seem to like my jamming. Well, I don't know how you feel about my jamming.
Your guitar playing? Mm-hmm. I'm impressed by your guitar playing because you're not like a real guitar player, but you're good at the guitar. For someone who very rarely plays guitar, you actually are very musically inclined. You know how to read music, so I'm always impressed when you'll pull up a songbook and all of a sudden you can play this song. Now, this is the pot calling the kettle black because I have arguably the worst voice of all time. I am not claiming to be able to sing.
We love that you have a bad voice because if you had a good voice, I wouldn't be here.
Correct. If I had a good voice, I would have HIV right now from sleeping with everyone in the world. God did not give me a good voice to save me from myself. Moving on. I don't have a good voice. You have a better voice than me, but you also don't have a good voice. And when you play the guitar, you sing, and when you're being silly and when you're knowingly singing with a bad voice, it's funny. When you try to sing with a good voice and you do it very earnestly and get hooked on a song that you're practicing, and I have to listen from afar for an hour while you sing a song that you can't really sing, it's not my favorite thing to happen in the house.
And I wake up in the morning and
Correct.
step outside and I take a deep breath. No, I think I'm good at singing. I am not good at singing. I know that. But I want to put it out that I will be like Adam Sandler and be like, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, your last special started with a funny song, and that's great.
So
That's
it's
what I'm saying.
funny.
If you're embracing, you can carry a tune. Like, I am just straight up bad at singing.
But you had a rap album.
Well, I can rap. I can't sing. Those are two very different skills.
Maybe I'll play guitar and you rap.
Never.
Oh, that sounds so fun. Let's do it.
I retired to be a podcaster.
Yay. But I want to experiment creatively. I know that OnlyFans people are just like, where's the nudes? I will be experimenting creatively. Where's the nudes? And doing really beautiful stuff. Where are the nudes? Edgy material stuff that might be controversial on YouTube, but where are the nudes? I'm going to be doing amazing things and really bearing my soul. Where are the nudes? And I'm excited.
Where are the nudes?
So please follow me there.
Esther, for you. Build us a pool.
There is news in Vegas right before the news story. One personal thing is I haven't smoked weed in like 2 months, which is huge. Then he brought home a jar of homegrown weed from a friend.
Well, there was a father on our son's flag football team, one of the other dads that I bonded with over the weeks of practice, who on the last game was like, hey, do you have a secure pocket? I was like, why? And he's like, and he just like handed me a jar of weed that he grew in his house. And I was like, you're a cool dude. I like you.
So I'm trying to stop weed. Hasn't smoked in a while, but I am like really, really on track to not buying and not smoking weed. This jar comes into our house and I broke my weed sobriety, smoked a bowl, and I was like, I just had to try it out because he grew it. And so I made all these excuses. This guy grew it. And anyways, I did smoke it, and then I smoked it the night after, and then I kind of wanted it the next day, and I was like, you need to get rid of it.
And
this is like a bag of potato chips.
And I took the jar and I put it in your mother's house. And when she comes back to Vegas, she will smoke it because your mom is awesome, but also so annoying when she's high. But
I said to my therapist, oh my gosh, look at me. I have no self-control. And she, as a great therapist, was like, actually, you do have self-control. You stopped smoking weed. And now it came into your life and you said to the husband, get it away. You're the husband. Get it away.
I am the husband.
And I was like, that is self-control. But maybe weed is like a bag of gross potato chips or something where someone's like, if it's in the house, it's going to get smoked. When that jar was like looking at me, just like begging to be smoked. And now it's out of sight, out of mind. There you go.
For the same reason I can't have ice cream in the freezer.
There's no ice cream in the freezer. It's gone.
It's going to get eaten.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the news story?
Oh, this is a big news story. Magic Johnson. Heard of him?
Yes.
Governor Lombardo discussed the potential for an NBA team in Vegas as a expansion meeting.
Did you pull this news story just for me?
No, this was the news story. So I follow all these things on Instagram and I screenshot whatever.
Who's Governor Lombardo? Is that Nevada's governor?
I think.
Okay, I didn't know that, but that's like the worst kept secret in all of sports. Everyone knows the NBA is expanding with 2 teams. Seattle's getting one and Las Vegas is getting one.
Are you sure?
I would bet my life on it.
That is such a Vegas thing.
Yes.
Isn't that Vegas news? We may or may not, but probably will be getting an NBA team.
It's definitely not this week in Vegas. That's been going on for like a year.
Happened.
It's going to be happening for the next year. But I will tell you with full confidence, whenever in the future the NBA announces that they're expanding with 2 new teams, those teams will be going to Seattle and Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Which likely means that Memphis and New Orleans will be moving over to the Eastern Conference, which will realign the conferences a little bit. And now I've already lost you.
Okay, but can we try to predict the name and the colors of the NBA team?
Okay, that's good. The NBA, so the Aces is the WNBA team.
Great name.
Fantastic name.
Great
I think
team.
they already took it.
Women.
The hockey team is the Golden Knights. The lacrosse team, I believe, is the Desert Dogs.
I feel like the Double Downs, the house.
And then the Raiders came as the Raiders. It's definitely not going to be the Las Vegas Double Downs. It probably is going to be something gambling related. I hope they don't go like native animals. I don't want to go like the Las Vegas Scorpions.
Coyote. Yeah.
I
Roaches.
guess maybe they could do the Las Vegas Palms.
What about the Las Vegas Grifters?
Yeah, the Las Vegas Degenerates. The Las
Vegas Underground Seedy Creepos.
Yeah. The Las Vegas Lost My House last night on a bad beat.
Las Vegas Hangovers?
That'd be good. And then the mascot is just some bro puking. Yes. Some guy with a headache walking around and like the asterisk and pound sign just coming out of his head. That'd be good.
Sunburnt tourist.
The Las Vegas Sunburns is good, but it's too much like the Phoenix Suns. I do think the colors will probably be like white, black, and gold.
I feel like I'm waiting. What about the flamingo?
Las Vegas Flamingos.
Doesn't make any sense.
No, not at all. There's just a hotel called the Flamingo. Flamingos are like
There's also
Florida.
a street called a Flamingo. I mean, Vegas will take their casino. They're like, yeah, we gamble here and there, but it's a street name.
You set up an email for this, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what? We're probably going to be the Las Vegas deserts.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's bad, but that's probably what we're going to be. Anyway, what's the email?
The email is againsthiswillpod@gmail.com.
If you're watching or listening, email againsthiswillpod@gmail.com with your best guesses of what the Las Vegas NBA team yet to come in the future will be, what their name will be.
Pink. I like pink as a color, and I feel like a lot of NBA and NFL, no one has pink. Ooh, the Bengals, I will say, shout out to the Bengals. They do have animal print, which is so exciting. And I kind of wish I'm not a Bengal fan, but I would want to be in like a full Bengal outfit.
Nothing's stopping you. So check Esther for you. She will be in
Go
a
Bengals.
full Bengals skin tight onesie telling shitty jokes by the pool.
No, good jokes and singing horribly.
There we go.
We're the nudes.
Good jokes, bad guitar.
Creative
Where the
girl
nudes?
tries to
Where
be
the
not-
nudes?
Yeah. Whimsical creative girl.
Okay, do you have a better Las Vegas news story? Because I feel like that wasn't this week in Vegas. I finally gave you the segment you wanted and you dropped the ball.
I go to this dinner and I meet lots of people, and I don't know what it is about me, but everyone just unloads their deepest, darkest secrets. And randomly, some guy is telling me that I said, I'm a comedian. Sorry, I don't have a normal job. He's like, oh, right. I saw you the other day. Then he told me that he used to hang out with Drew Carey because his friend or something was dating him. Great.
Was his friend a porn star? Because I think Drew Carey like famously dates porn stars now.
I don't really know.
Okay.
But he said that Drew Carey was seriously into EDM and the Electric Daisy Festival. And he's like, yeah, so Drew Carey was like, you're coming with me. And we went to the Electric Daisy Festival. Of all the things I would assume about Drew Carey, I just like the idea of like him in a Jeep Wrangler with like fuzzy ears and like a porn star with like glittery titties and being like,
you know
we're
what?
headed
Good
to
for
EDM.
Drew. If you do a network sitcom for that many years, parlay that into Price is Right to become a multi-millionaire, go live your life, put on the fuzzy ears, listen to EDM, and bang a porn star in Vegas. Drew Carey's doing it right.
I mean, maybe, but
the
like,
man
of all
made
the
it out of
things-
Cleveland to start partying at EDM festivals in Vegas. Good
I was
for
like,
him.
I now have that on my bucket list. There is like a Vegas bucket list where I'm like, yes, I want to like, I want to like one night get drunk with Carrot Top. I want to obviously now go to an EDM concert with Drew Carey.
We do know where Carrot Top frequents for lunch. I'm not going to give out the location, but it's like another poorly kept secret among Summerlin, where Carrot Top goes to one location several times a week for lunch. So if you really, really want to get drunk with Carrot Top one day, I feel like you could make that happen before you could go to EDM festivals
and to
with Drew
quote
Carey.
Mark Coco, more like Carrot Bottom.
Yeah, shout out Mark Cohen, the legend.
The legend who you can find at the Rio every single
7
night.
nights a week, 365 nights a year.
What other I have?
We've been at it for a while. We can go to Jokeyard.
Yeah. Oh, just Zero Bond opened, and that's huge. The opening night was March 10th. It is a members-only club, and it's the first really members-only club in Las Vegas. It's at the Wynn. It's very chic, very sexy. I will be producing and running a comedy show there. The first one's April 15th in the Little Disco. Now, here it is.
And you very smartly finagled your way into a membership for your hosting services.
Yes.
They were not trying to let you in, but you were like, I want a membership, and now I get to go as your guest.
Yes, my +1 over here. And you're going to be performing, and Michael Yo is also going to be performing on the very first show, and possibly every single show will be the 3 people lineup of Esther, Steinberg, Noah Gardenswartz, and Michael Yo, who is our Vegas buddy. There's not so many, and he's one of them. in terms of comedians who live here.
Let me keep you in line. What's the point? What are you trying to say about?
So the big grand opening happened, and a lot of like big OMG celebs came to Las Vegas to celebrate the opening of Zero Bond. Jeff Ross.
Hilarious if that's what you're saying. LeBron James, John Hamm, John Stamos, Gwyneth Paltrow, Tom Brady. These were all people we saw in photos. And what's funny is we were at the grand opening before that. So it's like last Wednesday, they did a friends and family of like, hey, come see it before it opens to the public. And so we felt so hot and so cool for getting to go to this members only secret grand opening, only to find out the next weekend is when they had the real secret grand opening where the actual celebrities and A-listers came, and
we were on
comedians who finagled their way in were not allowed. But anyway, very excited to be your guest every once in a while at Zero Bond.
And now the question is, are people going to mimic this? Are there going to be more and more members only clubs? I already know Circus is planning on doing kind of a members only.
No, that's a sting. That's called To Catch a Predator. Anyone who joins a members only club is Circus is on some kind of list.
I would love the Strat to do members only. And they're like, sorry, you're going to have to show us your like hole where you have to cover in order to, hello, I'm here for the Strat, members only.
All right, we're cutting this. Now it's time for Jokeyard.
Okay.
You said you had so many last week, so.
Okay, so this is an old joke of mine that I would love. I've never done it on anywhere.
Okay.
It's basically, I used to hang out at the Comedy Store a lot. And what I noticed is there would be like girls, like porn stars with big titties and like little chihuahuas. And they were...
Classic combo.
They were seriously waiting for male comics. And they'd be like, oh, I can't wait. Crystalia, I can't wait to see. And they would be waiting for male comedians all glittered up, oiled up, ready to go. And there's a name for these women and they're called... Chuckle fuckers.
Great
Chuckle
name.
fuckers.
Chuckle fuckers.
And I was like, okay, if we're going to do chuckle fuckers, where are the men? What I'm trying to see is a bunch of like big, bulgy muscle men, maybe like Guido with gelled up hair. And they're like, they've got like a bulldog and they're like, yo, I'm here for Janine Garofalo.
Okay, so what is the joke?
Just that
there should be a male equivalent to chuckle fuckers?
It's basically, I want to have the funniest dog. I need the funniest dog and the funniest...
I think Janine Garofalo was the perfect example. Janine Garofalo, because she's
truly funny.
Yeah, she's a great comic.
The legend.
She's middle-aged. She's on that borderline of, I feel like early in her film career, she played unattractive characters, but is actually a very pretty woman in real life.
Yes. The Hollywood, she's so ugly, takes her glasses off. Oh, supermodel.
Yeah, and then also Janine Garofalo is just a funny sounding name. So you found the perfect name. Probably
will the new generation know her?
No, but that's also what makes it funnier.
What about a Doberman? What's the big dog with like a chain?
Cane Corso, Pitbull.
Maybe a Pitbull with
Rottweiler.
What's
maybe
a neck
big
collar?
Dude with a Rottweiler waiting for Janine Garofalo. But honestly, I think this joke hinges on giving them a funny name. They can't be chuckle fuckers, even though they still could. You have to be like
moose knuckle fuckers. Like, what's a slutty man? The point is,
you want male groupies for female comedians.
And it kind of go hand in hand with like, I've always aspired to be really successful and rich and date and I mean, this is an old joke. It's an old idea of me being successful and rich with a hot guy that's so hot that people point fingers and go, she must be loaded.
Well, that one thing I love when we do is you never make me dress up when we go out in public. Like,
I don't want you to dress up.
You love to look gorgeous, and I love to wear sweatpants. And sometimes
Hailey Bieber, Justin Bieber.
And sometimes when I am wearing sweatpants and you're all dolled up, and I'll be like, can I go like this? You go, yeah, you look rich.
Yes,
You're
yes.
Like, the worse dressed you are as a man with a hot, well-dressed woman, the richer you look. So I love the fact that you let me look like a schlub, and to you, it just means that to the general public, I look very wealthy.
Yes, well, there is poor there is rich, and then there is extremely rich, which is always hoodie Hondas. They're low key. The middle is the most gross. Poor is almost cool. I mean, that's pretty badass, and you know they're working on the hustle. The rich is disgusting, covered in designer, everything.
Well, ostentatious rich, like flaunting your wealth.
Flaunty wealth.
So you think by wearing sweatpants while you're dressed up, I've crossed over into looking super rich?
Yeah.
All right, I'll
That's
take
a good Halloween costume too. The super rich couple.
Yeah. Okay. This is one that I never did. So when I was going back through like old notes and notebooks, I found a bunch of jokes I wrote years ago that would have been like funny tweets that I never did on stage, either because they didn't make it into the act I was doing at the time, or for instance, this joke that I found. I don't think I've ever done this on stage. I do think it's a funny joke, but it no longer would make sense in my act. So I'm gonna say it, then you can tell me if it's worth resurrecting or repurposing in some way. Said, I do anal sex the way a club DJ plays Don't Stop Believing by Journey, begrudgingly and only when requested by a drunk white woman.
There are a few jokes that are funny for the audience and not funny for your wife.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's obviously a joke that I wrote when I was single. That was
I'd say
joke.
Sell it to a dirtbag comic.
Sell it to a dirt. Okay, so your Jokeyard is just
who wants it?
Find someone whose act would be great for a kind of funny anal sex tweet.
Find an LA comic who's doing crowd work because he thinks he's a genius, but the truth is he doesn't know how to write a joke. Sell him that joke.
And then that guy will go off stage and meet his porn star holding a chihuahua, and they'll ride off into the sunset.
Are you Crystalia? But yeah, no, I think that's a tough one.
Just because I loved watching you actively hate an old joke of mine in real time.
I wanted to bring this up from the Jokeyard. We have
fantastic.
We have one bit that we've done together.
Buca de Schlepo?
Yes. So it never came to fruition, really. It had a slight moment. We did it in Aspen and then it died.
I don't even know if Buca de Beppo is a national chain, but it
definitely is.
Okay, so Buca de Beppo, the Italian restaurant.
No one has jokes about this place. So let's be the comics.
For a reason. Well, let's hang our hat on Buca de Beppo. This
is our hot pocket.
Here's the thing, though. As comedians, when you date or marry another comedian, obviously you fuck around, you joke around constantly. Esther and I have so many bits that we do as a couple in the house that were never intended to be staged jokes. And in my mind, Buca de Schlepo was one of those, where it's funny to us and was never supposed to be formulated into like a joke for the masses. The joke being Buca de Beppo is family style Italian food. And we went to a gross birthday dinner at Buca de Beppo. And we ran this like fun bit. We were talking about how Buca de Beppo should start getting parties to come by advertising as Buca de Schlepo, where they'll send like an airport sprinter van to come pick you and your group up from the business conference that you're all in town for.
From any Courtyard Marriott.
Yeah, we started doing.
We will pick you up.
Do you want sheet cake for 40? All right, then meet us at Courtyard Marriott. We'll send the van Buca de Schlepo.
Buca de Schlepo will take you directly to Buca de Beppo for groups. When you're here, you're a group. Buca de Schlepo.
And that's the bit. I think maybe if you're watching,
a funny part where you said we could do a group poop.
Yes, they all hold hands in the stall. Yes, we got very ridiculous with it. They cut out holes in the stall walls. Group poop after your group sheet cake at Buca de Schlepo.
Come to Buca de Schlepo.
Again, maybe people watching or listening are catching a nice chuckle. Maybe they think this is awful, but either way, even the people catching a chuckle, I think, believe this joke never deserves the light of day on stage.
No. This is a boomer. A boomer watching it is going like, you should tell Lauren Michaels and get that shtick on the SNL.
Perfect. How's your career going?
No.
Wait.
No.
Eat Buca de Schlepo in moderation.
Where are the
heart,
nudes?
heart. Bye.
No, wait, we have to. Where are
Episode
you?
2.
Where can people see you?
Same place as last time. April 13th.
Where
What?
are they? I want you to stay on camera. You announce
April
your gigs.
13th, I'm at DC Comedy Loft in Washington, D.C. April 14th, I'm headlining Wise Guys in Town Square, Las Vegas. April 23rd, shooting my special in Denver, Colorado at the Elaine Wolf Theater.
I will be shooting a special for the tech company OnlyFans on March 17th.
I love that you're really trying to make fetch happen. You're really trying to make OnlyFans a tech company.
The new comedy place to be comedy. I'm also going to be on tour. March 17th in Austin, Texas. April 15th at the Wynn if you're a member only for Zero Bond. April 16th, Gainesville, Florida. St. Augustine, April 17th. April 18th, West Palm Beach, Florida. And some Miami people, you can come to that. And April 19th in St. Pete, Florida. Very exciting.
The Palm Queen over here. All right.
Yes, I will be back in Florida.
Follow us at Against His Will on Instagram. Subscribe at Against His Will on YouTube. Follow her and pay for our future pool at Esther for You on OnlyFans. And keep on checking in. Thank you.